It's a news break that we at India Today are fairly proud of, and we can claim that this is our channel's impact on doggedly following the story. The centre has finally come out and said no new mining leases will be allowed in Aravallis. Will protect the entire Aravalli range, full mining lease banned from Delhi to Gujarat. Amidst the Aravalli outrage, centre finally gives in. What are the modalities, the framework of what they seem to be pledging? I want to cut across to my colleague Milan Sharma, who is joining us for more. Milan, give us details. Where does this decision come from? What does it actually mean?
Well, Preeti, of course, the relentless coverage of India Today on the Aravalli issue, and also the fact that the Supreme Court had asked the centre to start acting on the illegal and legal mining areas within the Aravalli ranges. Of course, the centre has now gone ahead and issued orders to the states that cover these Aravallis, especially Gujarat, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Delhi, to not allow mining. Certainly, we know that in the area of Delhi NCR, there are 0 mining leases that are let out, but we know that real estate and construction threat still remains in the Delhi NCR region where the Aravalli and Ridge is situated. And there was a discrepancy on various reports that were put forward by the minister as well, whether 39 districts were part of the legal mining leases where they were being allotted, or 37 districts. So there is, more room for discussion on this. And certainly the government is now acting upon the strict orders of the Supreme Court as well, saying that no new mining leases will be given out in any state to any going forward until such time that mapping is done properly of the Aravallis to a certain, what are these new ranges, and the new definition under which the Supreme Court has accepted needs to be, looked at. And of course, the CEC will look at the mapping as well, which will take approximately 6 months from now on. And more will be revealed soon in terms of how much range of the Aravalli is actually being leased under mining, and those where, strictly illegal mining is being looked at and caught by the authorities. Preeti?
Milan, the hearing is actually still going on. 7th of January is when the top court will hear the case again, where the Aravalli Bachao Andolan has also come up with a PIL. What can we expect? Because the contention clearly is the definition of the Aravallis, where the 100-meter definition is concerned. Anything lower than that is not considered, at least legally, to be in the ambit of the Aravallis. Is the government also mulling a rethink on that?
Well, Preeti, because this uniformity was a problem between all the states, because as you know that Rajasthan was already following the 100 meters definition, but other states were not following these definitions. And that is why the government said that indiscriminate mining was happening in all the other states. To make it uniform, they brought in the definition, which was also suggested to the Supreme Court through the CEC, which was the committee that was put forward to bring this uniform, definition of the 100 meters. And having said that, and the Supreme Court having accepted the definition, it does seem that more questions will be put forward, and the Supreme Court will ask the centre to come back with a proper lease out plan, a proper mapping plan as well, because now, because of all the coverage that has happened on the Aravalli, certainly there will be more questions that will be raised as to why this particular definition was accepted. There were reports of the Forest Survey of India, not wanting to go ahead with, these kind of new definitions that had come forward. And all these details will also be asked by the courts in future. But we'll have to wait and see what will be the route that the Supreme Court will take on this entire controversial matter.
All right, Milan, thank you for joining us. We're going to keep a keen eye on all developments, not just rhetoric, not just lip service. We're going to demand concrete answers and solutions where the Aravalli range is concerned, where the government comes into question. A quick